Morning everybody, Phil Henry here from the Capricornia Chamber of Commerce here on the beautiful Capricorn Coast, and I'm with the President Jason Foss. Good morning, Jason.
Morning Phil, good morning everybody. So we've just come from our Yapoon coffee catch-up for July over at the alley there, and it was a perfectly still morning. We thought, it's going to be really good to shoot a video because there's no wind. Guess what? Hopefully there's enough fluffiness around here to stop the wind coming through. But yeah, it picked up just as the coffee finished. So anyway, hopefully you can hear us okay.
Yeah, indeed.
First cab off the rank this morning, Phil. The nominations for the the Best in Business Awards, I should say, have opened.
Right.
And we took a hiatus last year, but it's the same, Best in Business Awards that have been running the previous 4 years or 5 years or however long it's been running before that. So the nominations are open. I should have had a look at the category list. There's about 8 or 10 categories, I think, something like that.
There are some new ones,
yep,
which I have not committed to memory.
Yes, and I should know these because I set them up on the website. You can see we rehearse these really well, can't you? So anyway, I guess there's the usual suspects: best new business, best small business, best medium to large, best community enterprise, best apprentice or trainee, best manager. I think there's an innovation one. I should have looked at this. Anyway, get onto the website and have a look.
That's where the detail is.
Now, I think I guess the main message is the application process isn't particularly onerous. Like, it's only about maybe half a dozen questions, I suppose. But where you can get a lot of value from these sorts of things is just the process of thinking about your answers to the questions.
Exactly right.
The cliche goes, spend some time working on your business rather than in it. And these sorts of award submissions they're a golden opportunity to do just that. Stop and think about your answers to these questions, because they can help you. Like if you don't know how to answer a question, well, there's a flag that maybe you should.
Indeed.
Yeah, so they're open now. Get to the website, capricorniabestinbusiness.com.au, I think it is. I'll put a link on the screen. And we'd love to see as many entries as possible this year.
We would indeed. Get onto it. So, as the old saying goes, every cockatoo in the pet shop is now talking about artificial intelligence.
That's your favourite saying.
Last time I used that, it was about productivity, but it still works. So everybody is talking about AI, and it's on all sorts of different levels. There's certainly at the political level about what Australia's response should be and how we should engage as a country with the opportunities and the threats, and there are plenty of either. But Jason and I have had the opportunity to talk to a local business person who is right all over.
Yeah, I thought I was across it, but some of the stuff he was showing me last week is like, my head's just exploded. Yeah.
Exactly right. But what it brought home to us, we've been talking about this as a committee, and Jason and I, when we get together for a cool libation at the end of the day. It's a bit early for that.
Yes, it is today,
yeah, the Chamber needs to get involved with this, not only in terms of getting information out to you folk, but also looking at our own operations. And one of the key messages, or probably the key message that came across from talking to this bloke, and he is a process engineer by training and by vocation, if we can put it that way, is anything that can be automated should be automated. That is sort of the opportunity that AI brings, and the best way to look at it is, rather than be overwhelmed by the immensity, if you like, look at your operations. What's the most easily automated one? And it might be sending out invoices, it might be putting in applications, or anything to do
doing quotes or proposals or those sorts of things.
All that sort of stuff. So just start to look at your business and look at these individual things, because rather than just diving in and then getting overwhelmed by what is possible, and almost anything is possible, I think is what's the message that we got, is just look at what is the most likely one that will be able to benefit from the application of AI systems.
Yeah, so the message we've got is just pick one thing. Just pick one thing, start with one thing.
Yep.
Test that out, and once you've sort of put that one thing to bed and got a handle on how that works and what's involved, then move on to the next thing. but it's a sleeping giant, I suppose, for a lot of businesses, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, and it's coming, so it's not something you can ignore.
No.
You really can't, because it's like that. It's the old first mover advantage. If you get into this ahead of your competitors, you'll reap those rewards.
Anyway, we're having some chats with this fella who we won't identify just yet.
No.
But I guess watch this space, because there'll be some stuff coming,
Yeah.
I expect.
I know I was talking to somebody this morning at the coffee as well, Jason, and she had just been to a workshop that sounded rather similar, I
Okay.
must say, just in terms of practical applications for how small business people can get some benefits from AI and not get overwhelmed by the whole concept. And if you look at this bloke, who we won't name, he's a sole operator, he's a sole trader, but when you look at his website and what he does, it looks like he's got about 12 employees, because he has 12 computers. They all have names, they all have personalities, they all have individual specific skills and knowledge and abilities.
His agents, yeah.
And his agents,
yeah.
exactly right. And then he's got another one that sits over the top of all of them and organises them for him. This is just amazing stuff. It really is.
Yeah.
And it's important that you get to understand it. And the best way to understand it is one bite at a time, the same way you eat an elephant.
I was going to head to that, but you beat
sure
me to
you
it.
were. No, that's right. First find your elephant.
Yes.
Anyway, more soon. So in a couple of months' time, usually about October, we hold our annual general meeting.
Don't go to sleep just yet.
He's
Just getting in early.
He's quick, isn't he? But, that's the opportunity, if you've been a member for a couple of years, I guess, and thought you might like to devote a bit of your skills and time to the Chamber, is to look at maybe joining us on the Chamber committee.
Yeah, well, that doesn't really matter how long you've been a member, or even if you're potentially currently not. You know, if you'd like to get a bit more involved in the business community, and I guess the connections and the rewards and the satisfaction that all brings with it.
Yeah.
You know, we are chasing a few new faces around the committee.
We will be. So, yeah, give it some thought. If you've often wondered, you know, what does it take, and what do you get out of it? Well, you certainly get a lot of involvement. You get a lot more contacts. You're getting around the business community, and you're giving back, as the saying goes.
Yeah.
You're giving back to not only the business community, but more generally your community as well.
And the thing too is, I mean, we understand that everybody's got, you know, like day jobs and other commitments and that sort of thing. So nobody's going to expect from you more than you can give. You know, in whatever capacity you can help out. It'd be great to have some new faces around the table.
It would indeed. It's always opportune to have new blood and new ideas and everything.
So that AGM isn't until October, so you've got a few months to think about it.
Think about it.
But, yeah, we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, come and have a chat.
Maybe even be a future star on one of these.
Exactly right.
So we were going to come up with a really new, inventive way to sign off today, and we've drawn a complete blank, haven't we?
We have.
Maybe we need to do a sign off in the theme of blankety blanks. It's blank from me.
And it's the other blank from him.
See you next time.